Good morning. Welcome again to Crypto Corner. We're doing more episodes because the market's volatile, and as things happen, we want to be more relevant. And so we'll start out again with our philosophy, which is we want to be safe, secure, and able to sleep. So the market's just gone down by about 10%. A lot of our coins have gone down 10%. Because we have a long-term vision and because we're more interested in 2024, we don't have to sweat all of that right now. And so what are we doing during these times? We're going to accumulate. We're going to look at like where how do we dollar cost average in? How that means that we're going to lower our price. If we've been buying at $6 and we're now buying at 5, we'll maybe dollar cost our average to 5.50. And there's a saying in crypto that the bulls climb stairs. That means they go up step by step by step. Bears jump out the window. And a great example of that is the bears just jumped out the window. If you look at some of the charts that we'll be looking at, you'll see that they're, huge red candles. Again, we're not as worried about that. So what we are doing is, in this particular case, we're out buying right now. And so we're going to show you what that actually looks like. So uh, with that, let's obviously not financial advice, the Wild West, and the Wild West proves itself out again. Um, and so we're going to take a look at all these. And if you look in this left corner, it says watch Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues to fall, then all of these alts will follow. Their dominance won't be there. They'll all fall with Bitcoin. So just be aware of that. Okay, let's go in here to DOT. DOT is in a great buy range right now. So one of the things that I added to the charts today, just so that you guys could see, how do I judge some of these things? So if you look at in this bottom corner, you'll see bottom right corner, you'll see a red arrow. That red arrow is for the RSI. So that's telling us whether these things are bought, a lot of people are buying, or they're not buying. So as that goes down, and you'll see a lot of times as it goes down, so does the chart. The chart is at the bottom, and as it starts to go up, the chart starts to go up. So we're at the bottom right now. So we feel in a good phase. Now we're getting 11% on our money here staked. So the last time that we bought, we're staking that at 11%. We're down about 8.5%. So we're still okay. And on top of that, we hope kind of that it even stays here for a little bit because we could be adding to our position because it's in our buy range. And we'll be getting the staking dollars. So we are buying here at 472. If it goes to, we think it could go as low as 460. So we bought a 25% position here. We have still money on the sidelines in case it goes to the 460. Once it goes to the 460, we would have kind of used up all of our money, and regardless, we will be done buying DOT. If it doesn't, then we'll hopefully be selling some of our DOT that we didn't stake, and then we hope that it kind of goes back down. We want it in this range for the next 6 or 8 months of buying some, selling it, buying, selling, and then keep buying lower. Um, we are also buying Atom here. We feel this is another great, time to buy. You can see the RSI is on the bottom. We're buying here at 787. It's a great long-term play. Again, it could go down 10% more. We just don't know. We're just going to see what Bitcoin's doing. And if you look at these candles, you see how big that candle is. But look over to the right hand side, maybe right in the middle of the chart, you'll see a big green candle going up. When we say that the bulls climb stairs, this is going up, up, up. That's in stairs. What happened here and what happened in this far left side, you see that big red candle? That's the bears jumping out the window. So when we see those big red candles, we look and say, is it a fire or is it a fire sale? In this particular instance, we think it's a fire sale. I won't be doing all the charts today, but I do want to go over a couple things. Bitcoin, we haven't talked about it a lot, but we do want to talk about it today, where what could it do? It could go break either way. So what are we doing if it breaks? If it breaks down, we're going to DCA our next 25% into our alts until we've run out of the money that we have in our total portfolio. If it goes up, then we got a good entry, and we could look at support and resistance zones for where it's going now, and then we'll decide what we want to do. Some of that we might want to sell. Um, it it fell within our buy zone again today, so we did buy $500 worth of that under 29,000. And we always buy into the big dips on Bitcoin whenever we can, especially under the 29,000. And look, this could go to 24,000, and we would just keep buying. Because Bitcoin, we think in the long term is our biggest store of value, and it's going to be the biggest thing that we want to keep our 65% on, and I'll show you that in a second. Alt, things are on fire or a fire sale. We kind of touched on that already. We think this is a good buy. Could it go down more? Absolutely. Are we worried? Nope. Why? Because we have conviction on what we have. We think that it's going to be okay, and we're buying within our zones. If we go all the way back to the original, we're buying in these zones, and that's why we have a buy range. And so, like, we're just looking at all of these, and you'll see they're almost all green now, except for Solana. And so we bought a little bit on almost all of our positions. We did not buy any STX. We think that that actually has a possibility of going down further. So we're not buying on that. Um, Also, we like to just throw out some other stuff so that you can be looking at things. We're not saying to buy it, no financial advice, Wild West. Um, but we are looking at QNT under $100 a share, and we are looking at Render at under $1.60. Render does a lot of the graphics, it renders stuff in the metaverse. And so we feel they have an Apple uh, deal. They've got deals with a lot of different people, so we feel like that's going to be a really good one for the future. So we're just buying a little bit here now that it's available at that price. So it's the Wild West. We talk about this a lot of times. Um, what do we want to do? Don't get excited on days like today, and then get excited on days like today. So the don't get excited. The coins that we chose still have the exact same conviction we had yesterday that they are going to do, a double or a triple in the next bull run. That hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is it's gone down a little more. So if you're buying an atom at $9 and it goes to 16 or 17, you almost doubled. If if you buy it at 8 and it goes to 17, you've more than doubled. So that's all that's really happening to us today. That's why we have our range, and it's why it's falling in that range. We leave cash on the sidelines for days like today so that, look, we want to buy whenever we can. And so as we add to our total bank, then we just buy in increments, like we were saying, kind of like going upstairs. And sometimes this is why we sell. If you remember, we bought Solana and then we sold. We bought Dot and Atom and sold both of those. That money is where we're buying at these lower rates right now. So this is actually a really good thing, which leads me to get excited on days like today. Like Dot's at the lowest it's been in a year. Atom's hitting lows since June. From there, it went up 30%. So again, we can look at these days as, horrible. And could it go down more? Absolutely. We think it actually is going to go down a little more. Um, but we're in it for the long term. So we're not losing sleep over. We're letting it kind of ebb and flow. We're getting 11% um, in on our staking. So, we're actually pretty happy. Which leads me to, like, when we buy the Bitcoin, we're just moving some of these allocations from like the 20% in speculative or layer ones into our big 65%. That's the Bitcoin. So today I moved $500 from some of these other groups into my Bitcoin because it hit my buy zone. Otherwise, it's sitting in cash in that 65%. So it's either in something or it's in cash in that area. So again, we just want to reach out today and tell you, don't be super excited. We're not excited. We're happy. Do we think it's going to go down a little bit more? We do think it's going to go down a little bit more, and but if it doesn't, then we wanted to buy in something at this level. Hopefully, you got a little bit of Bitcoin and started your 65%. That will be a great buy. You'll be super happy, in my opinion, in years to come. There were people buying Bitcoin at 65 cents, and it's now, 28,000. And we think that, over the next 10 years, if you're buying at 28,000, we think it could be well over 100,000. So just chip away at it piece by piece. As always, we thank you for the channel. This is Greg Harriman, from Crypto Corner. We hope that you like us, that you smash the like button, and that you refer it to friends and family, and that you can sleep well at night, and that you see what our trading philosophy is. And when you go on YouTube right now, everyone's screaming, going, "Oh no, the sky's falling." The sky isn't falling for us. This is part of our whole process. So we thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode.